up, Danny gang? Welcome back to our channel. So y'all, judging by the title, you already know that we finna get into another book haul. But before we do that, I want to say welcome to my channel. And yeah, I'm now accepting new members of the Danny gang. So if you want to be a member of the gang because you like me, because you're keto, because you like book hauls, or for whatever the reason, all you gotta do is press the thumbs up, press subscribe, hit the bell, and put your fists up. Y'all gotta fight me because y'all already know if this is your first time watching me, I always say 2020 is ghetto as hell, and I need people in my gang to know how to fight, that's gonna have my back. So all you gotta do is press like, hit subscribe, hit the bell, fight me, and then once you jumped in, and only then, you'll be a lifetime member of the gang, period. But yeah, guys, I'm super excited about this book haul, and I'm going to continue to do book hauls because I love to read. And to all my subbies that look forward to my book haul, this one's for you. I'm going to be showing you guys 4 books today. I found 3 at Dollar Tree and 1 at Ollies. Y'all, it was really freaking hard for me to find books during this little quarantine during the COVID-19. I guess everybody went to Dollar Tree and got all the books because there ain't nothing else to do. So I literally had to go to like 3 Dollar Trees, and all I found was 3 books. Like, they literally were all gone. So I'm so happy that I was able to find at least 3 books, and I had 1 book left over from when I went to North Carolina and I went to Ollies. I picked this book up when I was out there, so I decided to include it in this book haul. So if this is your first time watching a book haul, basically how I do these is I come to you guys, I show you guys the book, I tell you why I picked it up, and then I show it to you. And that's basically what we're about to get into. So without further ado, let's get into the haul. So the first book that I picked up was from Dollar Tree. Obviously, it was $1, and it is called Bridget Jones's Baby, The Diaries, and it's by Helen Feeling. So I picked this up because I thought it was a very intriguing spin on Bridget Jones' diary, and if you guys know about that, then you know about that. But I thought it was cool because this is called Bridget Jones's Baby, The Diaries by Helen Feeling. So I wanted to pick this up because I just liked the spin on the title, and then I kind of liked this picture right here. Looks like a woman who's just pregnant, and I was like, okay, that's cute. So basically, I'm going to give you guys a rundown. I'm going to give you guys a brief synopsis of what this book is about. So before motherhood, before marriage, Bridget, with biological clock ticking very loudly, finds herself unexpectedly pregnant at the 11th hour. A joyful pregnancy which is dominated, however, by a crucial but terribly awkward question: who is the father? Mark Darcy, honorable, decent, notable, human rights lawyer, or Daniel, clever, charming, witty, notable, fuckwit? So basically, y'all, it says, in this glorious, funny, touching story of baby deadline, panic, maternal bliss, and social, professional, technological, culinary, and childbirth chaos, Bridget Jones, global phenomenon and world's favorite singleton, is back with a baby bump. So y'all, I just thought this was really interesting because obviously she's much older and she don't know who her baby daddy is. So it's either they said it's either Mark Darcy or Daniel Cleaver. So I'm like, oh, this sounds really good, because we're gonna be going through trying to figure out who her baby daddy is, and she don't know, which means she's been sleeping with 2 people at the same time. So not only is it a beautiful story because a baby is obviously being born, but it got some drama because we get to find out who the baby daddy is. So period. I'm super excited to read this. This was written by Helen Feeling, who is the author of Bridget Jones' Diary. So yeah, I just liked the spin on this, and I just think this is going to be a really good book. So yeah, this is the first book that I found at Dollar Tree. The next book that I found at Dollar Tree is called The Roanoke Girls, and it's by Amy Engel. And it's a novel, and this is what this book looks like. So I picked this up because I have been watching American Horror Story, and this background reminded me of part 3 when they were witches and stuff, that wall where like all the other Supremes went. So that's really why I picked this up, because it reminded me of American Horror Story, and I have been watching it, and I'm almost hooked. So if y'all watch American Horror Story, let me know down below. But yeah, it's called The Roanoke Girls. And after I opened it and read a brief synopsis, I was really intrigued. So yeah, let me tell you guys what it's about. So basically it says, after her mother's suicide, 15-year-old Lane Roanoke moved in with her grandparents and fireball cousin Allegra on their vast estate in rural Kansas. Lane knew little of her mother's mysterious family, but quickly embraced life as one of the rich and beautiful Roanoke girls until she discovered the dark truth at the heart of the family and ran fast and far away. 11 years later, Lane is adrift in Los Angeles when her grandfather calls her to tell her that Allegra has gone missing. Did she run too, or something worse? Unable to resist his pleas, Lane returned to help search and ease her guilt at having left Allegra behind. Her homecoming may mean a second chance with the boyfriend whose heart she broke that long ago summer, but it also means facing the devastating secret that made her flee, once she might not be strong enough to run from again. As it weaves between Lane's first Roanoke summer and her return, the Roanoke girls shocks and tantalizes, exploring the family secrets and the fierce and terrible love that both binds them together and rips them apart. So y'all, this looks a bomb as hell. So basically, to sum it all up, her mama disappeared and then she became rich. She moved in with her grandpa. Everything was lit. Then she found out some mysterious, crazy secret and she ran away. She moved to Los Angeles. Her grandpa called her and was like, come back because now your sister disappeared. And basically she went back to try to figure out what the hell going on. So I think this is going to be really good. And then you get a little romance because her old boyfriend there, who heart she broke, they probably going to end up together. I don't know. But this looks really, really, really good. And I got this from Dollar Tree. And it's called The Roanoke Girls by Amy Engel. And I'm super excited to see like if this is going to be good or what happened to her mama and her cousin. The next book that I got from Dollar Tree is called The Defense, and it's a novel by a plethora of people. Well, it's a novel. So the next book that I found is called The Defense, and it's a novel by Steve Calvanon, and it's about con artists, hustling criminals, lawyers, husband, father. So this is what it looks like, y'all. I love, love, love dark covers. I think this looks so good. And then I also love covers where you can see like the skyline of the city. I love covers like that. So this was just a win-win. And then when I picked it up, I saw like husband and I saw like criminal and hustler, and I was like, okay. So yeah, that's what attracted me to this book. It looks really, really good, and I just love how dark it is. It was a $1, and basically, let me tell you guys what it's about. Former con artist turned lawyer Eddie Flynn would never to step foot in a courtroom again. After a horrible case, he doesn't have a choice. The head of the Russian mob in New York City on trial for murder has kidnapped Eddie's 10-year-old daughter, y'all. Eddie has to take this case whether he likes it or not. The mobsters have given up on convincing a jury, so they want Eddie to smuggle a bomb into the courtroom to take out the prosecution's untouchable star witness. Luckily, Eddie still has his old skills and some old pals, and even under the intense scrutiny of his client, the judge, and the FBI, he thinks he might just be able to actually win this case and save his daughter and himself. Using his razor-sharp wit and every con, bliff, gift, and trick in the book, Eddie has only 48 hours to defend an impossible trial. And if he loses his case, he loses everything. Y'all, when I say this may be the top pick, y'all know at the end of every book haul, I tell y'all what I think I'm most interested in. This is a good contender. But yeah, this is The Defense by Steve Calvanon. Sounds really, really, really good. I'll tell you guys if this is the one I'm most interested in at the end of the book haul. And then last but not least, like I said, I got this from Ollies when I was in North Carolina, and I actually paid $4 for it. It retails for $40. So I paid $4 for it, and it's by J.D. Robb, and it's called Dark and Death. And I really, really, really am interested in this freaking book because, y'all, it sounds good as heck. I've actually been reading this. This is the book that I put on my Instagram. If y'all not following me on Instagram, make sure you follow me on Instagram because they saw it first. I usually put like everything on Instagram first because it's easier. But yeah, it's called Dark in Death. And another cool thing about this book is it comes with a 3D poster, which is behind this book. So if you just open up this sleeve, this is a 3D poster. Really, really, really cool. So I like that. So yeah, let me tell you guys what this one is about. So Dark in Death states, it was a stab in the dark on a chilly February night during a screening of Psycho in Midtown Manhattan. Someone sank an ice pick into the back of Chanel Ryan's neck, then disappeared quietly into the crowd of drunks and tourists in Times Square. To Chanel's best friend, who had just slipped out of the theater for a moment to take a call, it felt as unreal as an ancient black and white movie on a screen. But Chanel's blood ran red, and her death was anything but fictional. As Eve Dallas puzzles over a homicide that seems carefully planned yet oddly personal, she receives a tip from an unexpected source, an author of police thrillers who recognizes the crime from the pages of her own book. Dallas doesn't think it's a coincidence, since a recent strangulation of a sex worker resembles a scene from the author's writing as well. Cops look for patterns of behavior, similar weapons, similar MOs, but the killer seems to find inspiration in someone else's imagination. And if the theory holds, this may be only the second in a long-running series. The good news is that Eve and her billionaire husband, Ronark, have an excuse to curl up in front of the fireplace with their cat, reading mysterious novels for research. The bad news is that time is running out before the next victim plays an unwitting role in a murderer's deranged private drama, and only Eve can put a stop to a creative impulse gone horribly, destructively wrong. Y'all, when I say baby boy, baby girl, I don't know which one I'm most interested in. So yeah, that one came from Ollies for $3.99. I don't know if Ollies is everywhere, but I know we do have Ollies in Atlanta. And again, like I said, I did see Ollies in North Carolina, so y'all can check and see if y'all have Ollies. But yeah, these were the 4 books that I end up finding, kind of like over this little time frame. And I think I'm most interested in reading. Which one y'all most interested in reading? Let me know down below. I think I'm most interested in reading this one, The Defense. Y'all, this sound real good, because it reminds me of that freaking movie when he was like, I will find you and I will kill you. Y'all, let me know down below what movies that was. I never know movies. But yeah, I'm super excited and most interested in reading The Defense. Again, these all came from Dollar Tree. If you're able to find these books, let me know down below, because I'm really enjoying reading during quarantine as well. So yeah, if y'all find these books, or if y'all are interested in these books, then let me know down below. I love y'all, and let me know which one you're most interested in below. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, go ahead and leave a little book down below, and I'll see you guys next month for May's book haul. I love y'all, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Deuces.